joins us now. It's great to have you here, Neil. Midsomer Murders is my wife's favourite TV show.
I can attest to that, for sure.
She watches it religiously. She watches old series, new series. She's so excited that she's got
I gather there's now on ITVX, there's a channel devoted to Midsomer Murders.
Devoted to you and the murders happening in Midsomer. Well, essentially, it is your character. Really exciting. Peter Serafinowicz, by the way, what a chilling person he is and a character, and what a voice he's got. Tell us a little about what everyone can expect.
This episode is... it's set in an old kind of stately home where the patriarch dies at the beginning. Not a murder, we don't think. And then the remaining family members are kind of feuding over the inheritance and who gets the house and what happens to it. And Peter Serafinowicz plays the oldest child, the older son. And so it's kind of in his gift as to what's going to happen, and what he wants to do with it is not making other family members very happy. And then as a result, I'm sorry to tell you this like this, and without giving too much away, something terrible happens to somebody, and then, hooray, the police turn up to investigate and to see what's going on. And we filmed it in this fantastic house that had never allowed a film crew in before. We'd filmed next door to it. We did an episode a few years ago called Grain of Truth about a sort of hipster bakery. Your wife will remember. Just ask your wife about it.
She will know exactly that.
It was set in, part of it was set in a watermill, which is on the estate next to this big house. And nobody had ever been allowed to film in the big house. Until, sadly, the old lady who lived in the very, very big stately home, she passed away, and the people who inherited that house thought, as a way of doing the place up and things, then they thought they might let film crews in. So we were the first film crew to get in there.
It's a stunning building.
So they took the writer to the house and said, write for this building. So it's actually a bespoke thing, because normally, obviously, you write the story and then you find places to shoot it. This was, we found somewhere we want to shoot. What can we do here? And obviously, a big stately home in a big grounds and everything gives us lots of scope to do lots of awful things. Perfectly lovely village people.
But you were just mentioning there that there's a whole channel devoted to it. Your Annie is like a die-hard fan.
Lesser.
Why do you think people connect with it so much? What keeps people hooked?
I think it's the thing I always used to love about it before I started being involved with it is as a Sunday night show, you settle down on the Sunday night and you've got the fire and a glass of wine and something, and you kind of settle down for 2 hours and immerse yourself in this other world, and you can kind of relax with it. You know what you're going to get. It's kind of fun. It's a bit weird and a bit bizarre. You've got the kind of the quiz element that people love, the sort of the whole whodunit, Agatha Christie, Poirot sort of thing, and everybody likes sitting at home thinking, it's the guy in the hat, isn't it? The guy in the hat. Oh no, he's dead. Oh, he's been killed. No. Oh, who did it? Everybody likes trying to figure out, who did it and all that. And also for us, I think we do things that nobody else in television does. We've done some pretty weird things about UFOs and death by chocolate and beaten to death with cheese and all sorts of, all kinds of things. It's not Line of Duty, is it? When you know that's in the story, you think that's got to be Midsomer. So it's quite sort of unique in the sort of things that we tackle.
I can't remember what she was watching one the other day, and she said, I've got to go back to Midsomer because the dog's just found a hand in the forest. And someone's hand had been found in the forest, and she was off solving the crime again. But you're absolutely right. Yes. I think the thing she loves about it is the crime and the drama, and it's so brilliantly written, but it's really comfortable and enjoyable. So she enjoys the pace of it and the tone of it. It's really.
I think the length of it's great. You have long enough to introduce enough characters that you get engaged with all of them, and then see several of them killed off. And and a great thing I found about it when I find myself watching repeats from before my era. It comes up and there's the first little bit, the sort of the teaser bit, and then the credits come up and you get the wonderful music. And Jim Parker's no longer with us, sadly, but Jim Parker, who wrote the music, is doodly-doodly-doo, doodly-doodly. It really sort of come with me into the world of Midsomer. It's going to be all a bit strange, but you'll be all right. And I love that. I find that very very sort of
enticing.
Enticing is the word, yes.
So you just mentioned before you were in it as well. Where do you currently stand with Nettles in terms of episodes?
On his giant shoulders,
are you keeping a tally?
No, I don't keep a tally. I don't know how many episodes I've done, but I think it must be about 60. He did I think he did 85, 86,
okay,
something
got a
like
way
that.
to go, yeah.
So he's well. We're now sort of equal in the number of years
Right.
we have been doing it. But in the olden days, they did more episodes per year. So he's still quite. At the rate we're going, I'd probably have to do it for about another 15 years to get
Well,
up to
we'd
his
happily
level.
have it.
That's
Don't
it.
you worry about that.
Who knows? I'll be
Yeah,
back
don't you worry
here
about that.
at Christmas 42.
With series 42.
I love how you say there's some strange goings on. There's always a few strange characters as well. You've got a couple of strange characters join you as your guest comedians in this series as well.
Well, these are the first 2 episodes of this series. I don't know when the others will go out. Because I think there's one on the 29th and one on the 30th.
Yeah,
Yes.
kind of back to back.
It's like London buses, isn't it? We wait months for them, and then suddenly there's 2 of them back to back. So yes, and the second of these 2 episodes, among other wonderful guests, we have John Culshaw and also Omid Jalili.
Amazing.
It was a hilarious episode to do because they're both the kind of. I think
Look at Omid there with the hair.
Wow.
Goodness me, when was the last time Omid had hair?
That's the sort of first thing that he did. I was going to say that you get some comedians and they come to the sort of straight acting and they think, OK, this is straight, so I don't be funny, don't do anything funny, and that's straight acting. And it can go a bit blank. You get people like John Culshaw and Omid Jalili coming in, and Omid sort of walks into his shop that he was behind. And he goes, right, first of all, I'm going to need. I want a scarf. Have you got a scarf? Give me a scarf now. Yes, and I've got the wig now. And I've got. So he made this whole sort of flamboyant number out of this character straight away, and then he's hilarious. He's a very funny, very lovely man. But yeah, that's.
It must be fantastic for you though, because if you've done it for all these episodes and these series and you love it, having these personalities come in and bring something to it that perhaps hadn't been written, even the fact that you were able to go and write an episode about a house. I mean, from the creative process, that must be great fun for you guys as well.
Oh, it's fantastic, and also people always. One of the things about why does it, how does it keep on going, And I think one of the fundamental things is, like, at the moment we've got 4 regulars. And a child and a dog, but 4 sort of main regulars. But the rest of the cast for every episode is a completely new cast in a new location, a new village, a new story. We'll have a new director. It's a new writer coming up with a whole new.
Lovely.
So you watch it. So it's the kind of thing that you can switch it on and go, oh, it's a new one. But there's this sort of thread. You've got like the music and the tone of it. There's various things that keep it Midsomer. But then you've got all this other stuff that's completely different and new. And as you say, you then bring in a great variety of different kinds of guests from different sorts of backgrounds, really, from John and Omid and all sorts, Peter and other, all sorts of wonderful actors come in. And Sally Lindsay's in that episode as well, I think, who I'm a very great admirer of.
Yeah.
She's extraordinary.
Brilliant.
I think there must be several Sally Lindsays at work. Every time I put the telly on, she's doing something, she's presenting something or going.
She is great, isn't she? We love her.
Yeah, so she's in the same episode.
What are you doing for Christmas? What are you doing
Oh, it'll be a quiet at home sort of Christmas, I think. Yes.
No murder.
Well, hopefully no murders, but, it can be a time for family feuding, can't it?
Very much so.
As the Peter Serafinovich episode tells us.
Exactly.
Seems very apt for
Fighting
Christmas.
over the inheritance. No, I should just be at home, maybe with a small fire and a little glass of something non-alcoholic for me, thank you.
Yeah.
And the tree and the roasties and everybody cutting up sprouts and things like that.
Love it.
Plenty of sprouts. That's what I need for a good Christmas.
Well, look, thank you, Neil, for coming in and popping in and seeing it. Keep doing it because it keeps Mrs. Shepherd unbelievably content.
I'm sure it's not alone in that job.
A lot more content than I ever have been able to. I can assure you that. But thanks for coming in. It's great.
Thank you very much for having me, and a happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas. The new series of Midsomer Murders starts next Monday. That's the 29th of December at 8:30 p.m.
Oh, hello.
Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload tons of new content every single day. So hit the subscribe button, like all the videos, and don't miss out. We'll